Hi, this video is for parents of Wood River High School students. I'll show you how to navigate in Schoology so that you can see your students' course information and progress. So by default, the system will show you student activity, and this is for my student, you can see the name is student VH, and the student activity would be a list of anything that's happened in the student's account recently. And there are different items that go in there. If I go over to the right-hand corner of that box, it says most recent, and I can look, there's updates, submissions, comments, grades. If I want to see any of those individually, I just have to click on it. So if I just wanted to see course updates, I could click here. Or if I just wanted to see grades that students have received recently, I could click there. There's also a tab at the top of that box that says Enrollments. If I just want to see the overall course grades for my students in the course that they're in, I just click on Enrollments. It will list their courses and show the overall course grade as it is currently. Now, if I have more than one student in the school, I can come up to the upper right-hand corner and there's a drop-down menu. And when you do that, you should see all of your students listed and you can toggle between them to see their progress individually. Over on the right-hand side is three boxes. One says recent grades. This will be, again, any grades that the student has received recently. So if I click on that, it'll give me a list. If there's any that look problematic, I can actually click on the assignment right from there and go to it. Underneath that, there's a box that says overdue. This would be any assignments where the due date has passed and the student hasn't submitted any work if it's a digital submission, or if the teacher has marked it incomplete. So right here, you can see my student has this week 3 win, which is for the advisory class. If I wanted to see what that was, again, I can just click on it from there and go to that assignment. It is possible that assignments could be on the overdue list that the student has already completed. This would be if they've done the assignment on paper and if the teacher has forgotten to disable the digital submissions for that assignment. So if there is work there that the students have that they've actually completed but it's showing as overdue, make sure they reach out to their teachers and get that problem fixed. Lastly, there's a box that says upcoming. This is from the calendar. This would be any due dates for assignments that have been posted or any calendar events. Now at the top, you can also see that by looking at the student's calendar. So if I come up here in the upper right, I can click on the calendar icon. This is what the calendar would look like for your student. It would have any due dates and again, any announcements or events that teachers have posted to the calendar. So you can see here there's some plans for biology. There's also some due dates for the various assignments. So I'm going to go back now to where we started, okay, with the student activity. A couple other features you would want to know about. If you want to see more information about your students' grades, other than just the overall grade for the course, one way you can do that is by clicking on the tab that says Grades at the top, and then going to Grade Report. So when I go to Grade Report, it's going to bring up a list of my students' courses, and if I click on one of those courses, it will bring up a drop-down of the student's grade book. So again, this is how the student would see it, and I can see the various categories. I can see how they did on all the assignments. I can see if anything's marked excused or incomplete, and so forth. And then at the bottom, again, would be the overall course grade. So if you just want to, look at the students' assignments and how they've been doing, especially looking for any incomplete or missing work, that's a great place to do it, as well as in that overdue box on the front page. I can do that for any of their courses. Lastly, as a parent, if I want to go in and set up an email notification so that the system will send me an email with my students' progress, either daily or weekly, I just come up to this drop-down menu in the upper right and go to Settings. So when I click on Settings, it will bring me into a page that looks like this, and I can go to Notifications, and I can go to the Parent Email Digest. So I would turn the email summary to on. I can choose whether that's daily or weekly and what time I want it. If it is weekly, right, I can say what time I want it and on which day. So do I want it on Sunday or do I want it on Friday, right? You can choose whatever you would like. If you choose daily as an option, you would just choose what time each day the system will send you that email. You can also have it notify you if there are overdue submissions. So I have this turned off, but I could turn that on as well. And again, when an item is marked overdue or a due date passes and the student hasn't submitted it, it will send me that information. So hopefully that's helpful. If you have any questions, please communicate with your students' teachers, and I hope that it works well for you, and thanks.